just following the river. Rain's about to probably be in less than 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get a few shots, test it out, and go from there. See what we can get out of it, and maybe we'll talk about it on the way back to the car. But I'm gonna get onto it quickly because I can literally see it moving towards me. So here we go. Hello dear friends. Look, today, as we've just come out of lockdown in Canberra, I've taken the opportunity to head out to Woodstock Reserve, in particular just around Shepherd's Lookout. Now before I go check out the Shepherd's Lookout overlooking the Murrumbidgee River, I'm just taking a path just right next to it, and the reasoning behind today is to try out the lens, Sony 100-400 G Master lens, how it stands out in terms of wildlife photography, but also just zooming in, sharpness. Now it's not going to be an in-depth review in terms of pricing and all that sort of stuff, or technical sharpness and how good it is. It's just mainly in-field review, my first impressions, and I will be comparing it to an older lens that I had, which was the 70-200 f4 Sony lens. I know they're not entirely similar in terms of the quality, the glass quality, and obviously zoom distances, but it's my experience. So if you're interested, come along. If not, go make yourself a coffee. The YouTube video will be over by then, and I won't have any issues with my video not getting recommended to more people. All right, cheers, let's go. So standing right here, I couldn't give you a visual measurement, but now you're gonna see what it looks like with the actual lens, and I'll guide you through the zoom. At the moment, sitting at 100 millimeters, exactly at the spot that I mentioned I would, and then I'm slowly gonna zoom in and just show you. Apologies for the kind of camera shake, but as you can imagine, it's quite a long focal length. There we go. So that's sitting at 400. Spotted an echidna I'm gonna quickly get my camera out and see if I can get a nice shot. Alright, well that was awesome. I did not expect to see an echidna. I never really see much of these little creatures. Very rarely. They're very much keep to themselves. But I did manage to have probably about 10 minutes with it. I realized how hard wildlife photography is, and that's chasing not chasing, but following around an echidna, let alone other animals that will avoid human contact at any cost very quickly. So I've got a few magpies eyeing me off, so I hope didn't get too cranky with me, because it is, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, swooping season. I will post that video up there so you can see it. You can hear the little baby magpies too, so sorry for my cautionary eyes, but that's just the way it is in Australia. You know, down there for snakes, in front of you for massive spiders, that cobwebs that you could be walking into. They also kill here. And magpies also cause quite a bit of injury up there, so Australians are tough people, living in tough conditions. So anyway, I also mentioned in another video that I was gonna review the Sony 100-400 overlooking, well, I should say zooming in on the Telstra tower. So before I do that, I do want to get the perfect conditions, but I just wanted to get out and just try out the lens, I guess the features, and when I do go out there, I'm able to get the best shot possible. So sometimes you do need to practice the lens first before you do that. So anyway, I'm at Shepherd's Lookout, so I've just crossed that path, going onto the main path, going towards the lookout itself, looking over the Murrumbidgee River. And in just a sec, once I cross this fence, I'm gonna tell you some interesting facts about the Murrumbidgee River. So straight onto the barbed wire. The Murrumbidgee River means, in Aboriginal Wiradjuri language, it means big water. And the reason it means big water is because, ooh, I see some rabbits now. This is insane. There is always a lot of water in the Murrumbidgee River, and it feeds into other, I guess you could say, smaller rivers, but it's also 1,400 kilometers long. So it's quite a big river, especially for Australian standards. can see behind me, just following the river. Rain's about to probably be in less than 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get a few shots, test it out, and go from there. See what we can get out of it, and maybe we'll talk about it on the way back to the car. But I'm gonna get onto it quickly because I can literally see it moving towards me. So here we go. We can't have a Yorkshire video without a fun fact. So, the color blue. A lot of ancient civilizations didn't have a name for the color blue. And that is because in the natural world was not common. And you see in ancient texts that there are words for red, black, white, yellow, green, just not blue. And until recently, it was a bit of a puzzle as to why that was. I guess archaeologists, especially in the field, have discovered that the color blue was considered a shade of black. So just how we call, for example, a lighter shade of red pink, so it's the same case for blue. So I'm back in the car. Rain started to drizzle heavier and heavier whilst I was telling you my fun fact. So today was cut short because of the weather, but I did get a good opportunity to shoot an echidna, as you might have seen already, and that was really awesome. It tested my patience, but also reaction to certain movements of an animal and being able to shoot it at that point in time. And also getting a couple of shots of the Murrumbidgee River, zoomed in all the way and also all the way back while the storm was coming in. So we'll process those photos and I'll show you somewhere on the timeline. Until next time, thank you for the journey. Also, please, as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate every single view. I know I'm only a very small channel, but I'm doing something that I love and I want to continue to do it, and I will continue to do it despite the amount of likes I get or the followers. But it helps me understand my viewers and what they want to see. So as always, any feedback is good feedback, the way I say it. Anyway, see y'all, have a great day, until next time.